Hey, welcome back to PEP. Signs, signs everywhere, there's signs. I think we've all heard the song, and certainly we're surrounded by signs every day. But sometimes we're fortunate to get warning signs if things are going wrong. Now, the horn on a car is a warning sign, or speed limit signs, or curve ahead signs, or just, the battery low indicator light on our cell phone warns us that we need to plug it in. But our body gives us signs all the time as well, and sometimes, we don't quite listen to those signs like we should. So we're going to explore the topic in a little depth and find out how we can tune into some of these warning signs and fix the underlying problems. Enjoy the video and don't forget to take the validation quiz when you're done.
Warning signs. When we have things going on in our body that aren't quite right, if our minerals are out of balance, or if we're not getting enough of a substance or too much of a substance, or if we're putting too much strain or stress or pressure, we get warning signs. Anybody have any ideas what some examples of warning signs might be in our body? Indigestion would be a good one. Yeah, a little pain or a pop or a creak or a headache or something along those lines. Yes, Josh? Yeah. Irritable bowel syndrome? Yep. So, machinery gives us warning signs as well. If we start our car and smoke starts pouring out of it, logically, that's a big glaring sign that something's wrong. If it's knocking, if it's making a noise, we know something is wrong. One of my pet peeves is when people are driving their car down the road and it's just pouring smoke out the tailpipe. And I think, do they not see that? Have they taken the rearview mirror off the car? Do they not understand that whatever is going on, if they catch it now, it might be an easy fix, but later on it could create a much bigger problem. But oftentimes we don't think about what's going on in our own bodies. We ignore those warning signs. We've dumbed ourselves down. We listen to the commercials. You think about heartburn, for instance, or indigestion. That's a warning sign, maybe, that something we're putting in our body is not quite right. It's like our esophagus and our stomach screaming at us, hey, quit eating the triple chili cheeseburger, good grief, let's stop, But we don't listen. We ignore that warning sign and we take the sign from the commercial on TV and say, oh, got an easy fix for this. Just knock back a little bit of pink stuff. So I think that our body constantly creates these allergies, warning signs, to different things that we're doing. You need to be conscious of every single thing that you put in your body, right down to the last hexametaphosphate monosodium glutamate. What a mouthful. There's a long list of things just like that that are listed on a label of cheese dip. You think cheese dip, okay. When you look at the marketing, there's a cow in a green pasture with a maiden with a bucket, on the label. Great, right? Well, where do you see this? The mad scientist mixing up that methyl hexametaphosphate or whatever the heck it could be. There's so many different ingredients in our food. Just a couple of days ago, I don't know if you guys ever see msn.com. It happens to be one of my home pages on the internet. And I definitely look at the dietary information and the lifestyle information. Starbucks is catching a lot of heat this week. Anybody know why? Vegetarians and vegans particularly in outrage, and there's a lot of other people really upset at Starbucks. One of their employees released an ingredient list for this strawberry latte they have. And it's very interesting. They've decided that strawberries aren't sufficient for the coloring of this latte, so they're using ground up beetle to color a freaking strawberry latte. Seriously. Good protein, but for somebody like me that's a vegetarian, how much beetle am I drinking with a strawberry? You think, what goes in there? Coffee beans, a little bit of soy milk and strawberries, right? No, there's a long list of ingredients. McDonald's French fries. 23 ingredients in a French fry. I watched my grandmother grow potatoes, slice them up, put a little bit of vegetable oil into a pan. There was potatoes in the pan, that was it. Maybe it has skin, maybe it doesn't. A little bit of oil, that's it. Now 23 ingredients. If you guys were here for the fast food demo we did a couple weeks ago, I passed around 2-month-old French fries with not a speck of mold on them. We're outsmarting nature, right? We're re-engineering nature. And what's happening is we're getting side effects. Our body is creating these allergies, these warning signs. Cancer is an allergic reaction to a lot of this junk that we're putting in our body. And who wants to sit down and snack on some beetles with me this afternoon? So, maybe we're putting bad things in our body, but maybe we're not giving our body enough of the good things, those minerals, those building blocks that the body needs to carry out its functions. It's hard to watch TV, an hour of TV, without seeing a commercial for an antacid. My favorite one is Larry the Cable Guy. Oh, don't stop eating the chili cheese, dog. Just take a little bit of this, I mean, hello, we do not get indigestion or irritable bowel or heartburn due to lack of pink Pepto in our body. We don't get a headache due to lack of aspirin in the body. And those are warning signs. To use the Pepto as an example here, what if your car started making like a really crazy sound? Would you pop the hood and wrap the engine in a big pink blanket to quiet it down and then just keep on driving about your business? No, you stop. You get to the root of the problem, you find out what's creating the noise, and you solve it on the cause level. We talked about a couple weeks ago with our medicate and hesitate, so many different warning signs. Fever is what? It's your body warning you that you have an infection going on inside. If you take a medicine to interrupt that, you're interrupting your body's natural defense to that fever. Your body raises a fever to help fight the infection. Your white blood cells replicate faster, 1 degree higher every degree up to 104 degrees. So if you take something to interrupt that, then what's going to happen? Maybe you're going to have a reaction somewhere else. Maybe you're going to get nauseous. Well, nausea is your body telling you, hey, just stop. Give us a break for a second. We're dealing with an infection. Don't put any more food in. We got enough work to do. And then you put something in for the nausea, and next thing you know, those toxins start trying to come out your lungs. So we're coughing up our lungs. We're trying to rid ourselves of those toxins that way. But that doesn't fit well in the workplace. Nobody likes somebody coughing. So you guzzle down some cough syrup, and then next thing you know, it's trying to find another exit to get out. And then we're back to the pink stuff again, and then we got a headache. I think this little battle goes on inside our body. I think our cells are very smart, and they communicate with this electricity through our spine, through all our nerves. So these esophagus and stomach cells are like, hey, dude, mouth, what are you doing? Quit sending the garbage down here. All right, we're giving you heartburn. Stop it. And then your brain's like, oh, wait a minute, I saw this commercial. What if we take this stuff? And then your brain cell's like, okay, all right, so we've stopped this. And then it's like, but there's something else going on now. The toxicity is moved elsewhere to the headache. And the head's like, hey, dude, we just need water to flush these toxins out. Quit putting this junk in our body. And there's this constant battle going on where the body is just giving us these signs that we're ignoring. If we're driving down the road today on the way home, we're cruising along, we got our favorite song on, we're thinking about what we did today at work, and we're almost at our exit, and we put our blinker on to make a lane change, and then bang! Horn blows. Oh my God, I didn't see that car next to me. That person was paying attention, and they gave you a what? A honk, a warning sign to, hey, stay out of my lane, And they saved your life and probably saved a big accident. How often are horns blowing? How often is our own body blowing horns that we're ignoring? If you ignore that horn and just say, keep on going, you're going to have a catastrophe.